Hey guys, we are about to get started. Someone type in a chat box and let me know if you can hear me. Awesome. So audio is good. Good afternoon. Good evening to all of you that is on this live with us. It's a lot of people on here. I believe all of you should be in mute mode. If you are not in mute mode, please place yourself on mute. This would allow any background noise to for everyone not to have to hear any background noise. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is attorney Charmaine Robinson. I am a real estate attorney as well as a real estate investor. And today we are going to have a really good time. We should be on this webinar about 60 to 90 minutes. Okay, it's going to be very interactive. I'm not just going to talk to you guys. I'm going to teach you a lot of good stuff, but we're going to be interactive as well. Okay, so I hope you have your pens, your notepad. If you do not, go ahead and get your pens and your notebook. Hello, I see a lot of people. Keisha, Lanisha, Lady Boss, Claudia, Ebony, Ashley, Kim, Byron, Jamie, Shalita. Hello, hello, hello to many of you who are live today. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go ahead and get started, okay? You guys grab your tea, your drink, your wine, whatever it is that you drink at 6 o'clock, and let's go ahead and have fun today. Awesome. So our presentation today, as you guys are aware, is how to avoid the 5 rookie mistakes when investing in tax lien certificates, okay? I am your presenter, Charmaine Robinson, a real estate attorney as well as investor. Before we begin, I want to invite you guys and girls or women, gals, to give yourself a distraction-free experience, okay? What does that mean? Go ahead and close out your tabs, shut off Facebook. I know we love Facebook, we're addicted, but go ahead and shut off your Facebook and silence your phones, okay? This is going to give yourself time to take your investing career to the next level. Okay, whether you are an experienced investor already or you're brand new and you're looking to become an investor, part of the process is showing up live, which you guys did already, but then participating, going to the next steps, okay, to make sure that we can take your investing career to the next level. This is going to be a very interactive experience, so I want you guys to be paying attention. So that way you can communicate via the chat box, or if I unmute you, you can go ahead and communicate with us, okay? I'm going to ask you questions throughout the presentation. I'm going to ask you for your feedback, and we're going to make this more like a conversation versus me just talking at you, because I don't want to have to just talk at you, okay? Is that okay? Everyone okay with that? Awesome. And this, like I said, this presentation is about 60 to 90 minutes. So hopefully you guys have blocked that amount of time out. Awesome. Now, can everyone see my screen? If someone can let me know that you can see my PowerPoint screen, if so, we are going to go ahead and get started. Awesome. Can you see this chat as well? Should I exit out of this chat? No, can't see it. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to leave the chat there just so when you guys are asking questions, I can see the questions on there. Keep in mind, 60 minutes go really fast. 60 to 90 minutes go really fast. So some of your questions, I'm going to see it. If we get to those questions throughout the presentation, I did not call your name and answer your question, but I'm going to make sure that your questions are answered, okay? Some people can see both, so I'm going to go ahead and exit out of the chat. Okay. So what is the problem? And we're going to do, like I said, this is going to be interactive. So I'm going to be doing some drawing for you guys today. When it comes to real estate investing and getting started, there's a problem for most people. While I'm writing, you guys can be typing in a chat. What is your problem with, if you invest currently in real estate, what is your problem? If you're not investing in real estate already, what problems are you experiencing? And I don't know how to get back to the chat. Let's see. Does it automatically pop up? Okay, there's the chat. Okay, I see you guys. Money, financing, know how to navigate tax liens. So I'm going to write it out. Lack of education. We're not talking about you having a PhD. It's great if you have a PhD. Tax lien investing does not require that, okay? Money is a huge one. No time. Getting capital, networking with the correct people. Low return. If you're a current investor, you may know about this. Getting low returns on your money, or if you're investing 401ks, you know that you get low returns on your money. Don't know where to start. We're going to help you out with that as well. And then cash flows. Okay? These are some of the common ones, and I tried to get as many as I can see. Fear. These are some of the common problems that people have. Either one, you're an investor already, or two, you're brand new and you want to get started with investing, but you don't know what to do. Lack of education, money, no time, your network, low return on your money. That's your ROI for my investor clients. Cash flow and fear. We're going to address those issues today, okay? So I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions so I will know what audience I have on this webinar today. How long have you been investing? If you can go ahead and type your answers in the chat. Okay, nice. Awesome. 8 months, just starting. 5 to 6 months, 2 years, 4 months. Since February this year, just started. Awesome. So this is going to be very good information for everyone, regardless where you're at. So that's good. And Byron, I need both. Haven't started yet? We're going to get you started, Daniel. Just bought a lot in March. Tahira, let's congratulate her. She just purchased a lot, which is amazing. Congratulations. You've been wanting to invest for a few months, 5 months, haven't started. Awesome. How much money, for the people who have been investing, how much money have you made from investing? Don't feel bad. I don't care if it's $1 or $1 million. Money is money. So we're going to turn those zeros into some thousands for you, okay? Annual returns, for those of you, 25,000, yes, congratulations. Tax lien, got a check in the mail for 135. We call that mailbox money. We're going to teach others how to do that and make more. So for those of you who have invested, whether it's a 401k and or wholesale, rentals, etc., what is typically your annual return when investing? $20K per year? Awesome. So right now, the banks, I believe, is at about 2 to 3% annual. 10%. Awesome. Okay. Now, so we know that some of you have not started, but if you have 401ks, you can still participate in these questions. We know that your returns was 10%. Banks is anywhere from about 2 to 3%. So anyone who have a bank account, they should be giving you interest. They're holding your money, but you get very little interest, so you don't realize that. What type of return would you like to make on your money? 100%. Thousands. No limit. 16% plus. We can get you there, Crystal. No, that's Shalita. At least 30%, 20 to 50%. 15 to 20. Awesome. Tax lien investing can get you there. Okay. Now, for those of you who have invested already, and I saw quite a few people on here who have invested already, was your investment guaranteed? Meaning, when you invested whatever amount, whether it was 5,000 or 200, was your money guaranteed? Your profit was guaranteed? No guarantee? Okay, so most people, when you invest, whether it's a 401k, it's your bank account, there's no guarantee, okay? Nothing is guaranteed, right? Not until the check clear. All right. Now, that's a myth. So, I got to answer that myth for you. What I'm going to teach you today is backed by the government, okay? It's 100, your money is 100% guaranteed as long as you follow the proper procedures, okay? And you do what's needed to perfect your lien, okay? And I'll explain to you how it's guaranteed, but just know what I am teaching you today, which is tax lien investing. Your investment, the money that you put, is 100% backed by the government, meaning either you get your interest or you get the property. And we'll go more in detail about that, okay? So if you guys can look at my screen now, I'm going to move it away from the wall. These are my babies here. That's Zakaya. She's 5 years old now. And then that's Lamar. He's 4 years old, my baby boy. Okay. And I chose to put this picture on here because I want to share with you guys a little story that's it's kind of embarrassing, but I like to share and be very open with you guys. Okay. These are my little babies. Like I said, 5 and 4 years old. Dreams don't work unless you do. That's something that I tell them all the time. I encourage them while they're younger to dream big. No dream is too small, okay? Or it's never too early to start dreaming. Dream big, dream early is what I encourage them. But the story that I wanted to share with you guys, I remember having my daughter. So those of you who know me know I graduated from college when I was 19. I've been out of college now 10 years, so I'm not a newbie. I've been out of college now 10 years. But when I went to law school, I was always, I did things the way that it should be done. I went to school. I worked at several large corporate organizations that everyone know of. These are major corporations that I have worked at. And I was doing good, right? Because at this point, I'm out of college. All of my friends are still in college. So I'm working. I'm making money. I have a bachelor's degree. I'm like 19 years old. I'm on my stuff, right? And I just wasn't happy. So the story that, and I'm going to tell you guys what made me change and why I wasn't happy. I remember going to one of my jobs and I was working. I always did good. I always, to be honest, made more money than the people that was my age. So everyone was always like, Charmaine have money. Even when I feel like I didn't have money, everyone thought I had money. Okay. So I was going to work and just didn't like it. I'm like, okay, I have the money, I'm buying designer purses, shoes, etc., but I just was not happy with what I was doing. And on my way, getting off the train to go into my job, there was a young lady there. She was selling, I believe she was sharing, fruit. I think like apples, oranges, pears, etc. Okay. And I was like, okay, at that point, I think I was making like $25 an hour, I believe. Don't quote me on it. It's been 10 years. But no, it's been about 5-6 years at that point. But I was making like $25 an hour, something of that nature. But she was selling bags of apples and oranges and bananas for like $1 a piece. So if you get 3 items, that was $3. So multiple people kept running up to her. You are not supposed to count anyone's money, okay? Understand that. You should not be counting anyone's money. However, I could not help it. I literally watched her in the time that I left from the train station, walked across the street to my job. I stood there maybe a minute or two, being nosy, to be honest. I watched her make like $30 in a matter of 5 minutes. I was done. At that point, I might as well have quit my job right then because I was done. So I was happy for her. I'm like, darn, she made $30 in like 5-10 minutes, literally. And I have to walk in this building and work an entire hour dealing with clients that I didn't like or do work that I did not like for an entire hour to only get like $24, $25, whatever my salary was at that point. So I'm like, I can't do this no more. I'm tired of this. Like, if I have to sell apples and oranges, I can make more money than I'm making at my job. Okay? So we're going to fast forward. I remember calling my mom, and I told my mom, I was like, I'm quitting. And she was like, hold up, baby. I'm at work. What do you mean you quitting? I said, I'm quitting. She said, let me call you back. I'm going to call you back. But don't make no decisions until I call you back. I said, okay, but I'm quitting. So I quit. I talked back to my mom, we're going to fast forward some, and I quit my job. At that point, I went to law school. And I said, okay, I know I needed a plan. I could not just quit and do nothing. Of course, I get to law school and I get pregnant. My first year that I was supposed to start law school, I got pregnant with little Zakaya. So I could not start law school right away. I had to defer a year off. The next year, my children, obviously you guys see, are about 18 months apart. The very next year, I get pregnant with my son. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I went from being on my stuff to having 2 babies in law school and being known as the girl that have these kids. Because in law school, they didn't have kids. Many of them did not. They was living their best life, and they did not have kids. So I was the pregnant girl twice, the one with the newborn baby, and pregnant again, okay? Fast forward, I was like, look, now I have 2 children. I have to do something. I have to make sure that we make the amount of money that's needed to take care of my children, okay? And looking at their face, from that moment, I bought a property. My first property that I purchased, it's now been 5 years, so I purchased my very first property 5 years ago because I knew I wanted to create wealth and start creating generational wealth for these 2 little ones, okay? So why real estate? You guys can type in the comments and tell me some of your whys, but it's more important to think in the back of your head. The information that I'm going to be teaching you today, you want to know your why, okay? Your why cannot be connected to, I want to be rich. Wanting to become rich will not give you the energy, okay, to keep going when it gets hard. So you have to know your why. My why is my family. That's my husband, Lamar, Zakaya, and Lamar Jr., okay? That's my why. I want to make sure that I can provide a foundation for them, that when they become young adults, I can, provide them with that $1 million, loan, little $1 million loan so they can jumpstart their business. Essentially, I want to build generational wealth for them. I want to have financial freedom for them so I can send Zakiyah to swimming classes and Lamar to basketball camp, etc. And I'm seeing some of your wives empower the community. That's awesome. Financial freedom, legacy. For me, I want to create generational wealth. Yes, those are things that you want to know your why. Write it on the wall. Put it behind your head. Make sure that your why is not tied to money, okay? Family and my times, get my time back. Yes, yes. So we are going to do another exercise for you guys. I am going to make this big because I was requested to, so you guys can see this better. Can you see it better, you guys? I just saw your comments. Or that comment, at least. Retire on your own terms and teach your children. Yes, much better. Awesome. You guys, if you're not able to hear me or see something, just let me know. Once I see the comment, I'll go ahead and change it for you. Okay, so now that we know what our problem is, okay, the things that we want to change, we know our why or why we want to change it. We're going to go over the model that's going to allow you to make these changes, okay? This model is a model that I created. It's copywritten, of course. I'm a lawyer. Don't steal it because I'll sue your ass, right? And I think my mom is on here, so sorry. Okay, so I call this the passion, power, profit model. You have to be passionate about what it is you're doing. Turn your passion into a profit and you get power once you get money, okay? That's where that came from. You want power, you need to own something and you need to have money to have power, okay? How does this work? So we know at the top, I'm gonna put PPP. PPP is passion, profit, power. Okay? Now this is gonna go down. What is the first thing that you have to do? And my handwriting is not the best. I hope you guys can see it. Okay? So the first thing you have to do is find your confidence. Okay? The next thing you have to do, and I'm gonna actually, let's go this way. And we can break it down. Step into your power. Own it. Okay? So, and I'm gonna show you why you have to do these things to be successful in tax lien investing and to reach your goals, okay? So finding your confidence, because you cannot go from making no money to being wealthy and rich and being this great tax lien investor without starting from the beginning, which is finding your confidence. So for those of you who said, I don't know how to start, I'm gonna walk you through it. Just a quick plug for those of you who say all the way to the end, there's gonna be a bonus for you. So stick with me, we have a lot of good information, okay? Unleash your fear. You have to build $1 million mindset. Okay, and some of these are gonna be smaller, but that's okay. Get into your passion. Don't do anything that you're not passionate about, okay? Step into your power. What do you have to do here? You're gonna invest like a pro. And I'm gonna walk you guys through these steps. You have to learn how to invest like a pro. I don't care if you're a newbie. Being a newbie does not mean you come out here inexperienced. You have to learn how to invest like a pro. Remember that. Yes, you should see the whiteboard. Can you see it, Crystal? Next, you're going to learn how to sort your systems. And then after you learn how to sort your systems, you're going to strengthen your team. To build wealth, you need a team. There's no I in team, okay? Now on it, I'm going to come down here just so you guys can see it better because it's kind of small. But they all supposed to go this way, but that's okay. When you want to own it, what does that mean? Legal training wheels. You have to learn tax lien investing is a legal procedure, a legal process. You have to learn those legal steps, okay? Show me the money. You guys are investing in tax liens because you want money. So you have to learn how to get to the money. So let's show me the money. And then this one, we're just gonna kind of go here. Or I wrote on my wall, that's okay. And then you have to learn how to get people out of your pocket. So we call it get their hands out of your pocket. How many people like this setup of the things that you need to learn to be successful? Give me some feedback on it. So this is what we're going to cover today, okay? Obviously, this is 9 steps. I cannot take you through 9 elements in one day. It's not enough time for that. But what I can do and what I will do today, I'm going to take you through 3, okay? So that way you will leave here with something. We're going to talk about building a $1 million mindset today. We're going to teach you how to invest like a pro. And then we're going to show you the money. So that's what you're going to leave here with today. If you stay all the way to the end of this presentation, you will leave here knowing those things that I promise you, okay? So how prepared, after seeing this model and the things that you guys need to know to invest, how prepared do you guys feel you are to get started investing? Feel confident with a little hand holding. I'm ready, fairly prepared, not prepared at all. And for those of you who are asking questions in the Q&A, if you can just ask the questions here, I'll see it quicker, okay? Because I don't want to mess my screen up like I just did. I don't even know how to take this off. Okay, there we are. I thought I was ready, but I'm not sure. That's okay. We're going to get you ready. Okay, so what is the solution? Okay, you know the problem. You seem, though not fully prepared. You see the model of the things that you should know or should be doing to be successful. And now I'm going to show you what is the solution. The solution is what we're going to provide to you today, okay? Or some of it. Your solution is learning how to invest like a pro. When you first get started, you don't want to fall and bump your heads. You want to get the proper education that you need and invest like a pro. Okay, now the smallest screen right here is just going to be me sitting here talking. When I'm on the whiteboard, I will make it bigger, but with me talking, I think my face is big enough, okay? So just hear my voice. You got a big bump on your head, awesome. So the first thing that you have to do is build your $1 million mindset, okay? We talked about that. How do you build your $1 million mindset? One, you have to become comfortable with money, okay? And you have to build a millionaire strength. Now, I understand not everyone wants to be millionaires. So when I say millionaire strength muscles, okay, don't exercise as much if you don't want a lot of muscles. But for the people that want wealth and they want to be financially free, you have to build up that millionaire strength. What does that mean? You need a vision, okay? You cannot just say, hey, I want to make money. You won't make money if you just say you want to make money, okay? You have to make sure that you have a vision as well as you're doing something you love. You have to be passionate about real estate. You have to be passionate about financial wealth. You have to be passionate about wanting your time back in order for you to really build up the strength you need to have that mindset, okay? Be solution focused and be growth oriented. Understand that you are looking to succeed. It's all in your mind. One of the things I say is, and I'll give you an example. When you see something, you automatically delete it, okay? You're gonna see something, you're gonna delete it. If it's positive, you see it, you delete it. If it's negative, you see it and you delete it. What does that mean? You have to constantly be seeing positive things. You have to constantly set goals for yourself, okay? Like Kim just put one in there that's excellent. 20K per month in 2 years, right? She put an amount, she put a time frame on there, and then she put a stamp on there. Get down and gritty of what it is you want and make sure that you're constantly having that vision and you're constantly seeing it so that way your mind does not delete those things, okay? Another example, have you ever noticed that when you go to buy a car, you have never seen that car on the expressway, okay? And tell me if it's just me, but you have never seen this car on the expressway. The moment you buy the car, everyone and their mother have the same car as you. Is it just me? You guys experience that? Yeah, so the mind distorts the things that you see. It sees the things that you want it to see. What does that mean? If you want to see brokenness, your mind will see brokenness. If you want to see wealth, your mind will see wealth, okay? If you want to see 100 family rental homes, that's what your mind will see, and that's what you will build up your strength level to be able to obtain, okay? So what we have to do, we have to stop overthinking every move. Don't overthink every move. For those of you who want to get started in tax lien investing, or these, for those of you who are already investing and you want to put your money in a better spot to invest, okay, stop overthinking it. It's time to just do it because your mind will be programmed to think a certain way, okay? Literally, know what your why is. Once you know what your why is, and as I stated earlier, your why cannot be attached to being rich. That's not going to work. Because if you just say, I want to be rich, that doesn't even mean anything. How rich? You want 5 million or you want 100 million, right? Or you want $1 billion. How rich? Being rich doesn't mean anything. But once you know your why, you set that vision, you do something that you're passionate and you love, okay? You'll make it, you'll build up that $1 million mindset so that way you can focus on money-making activities and build that wealth. Be comfortable with money. I like to say it is okay to drown in money. Many of us, we like to tell people that we're broke. Stop telling people you're broke, okay? You are not broke. Even if you have, some of us, we tell people we're broke because we don't want them begging. Don't tell them you broke because you don't want them begging. Tell them, I don't have money for you. Why? Because the negative things that you say, that manifests. What you say out your mouth manifests into your mind, okay? So we're working on changing our mindset. Become comfortable with money. Become comfortable with not living paycheck to paycheck. Become comfortable with bill collectors not calling you. It's okay to have money. It's okay. They can call you cocky. They can call you, bougie. Okay, be bougie and rich, okay? How many people, you know I have a to-do list, okay? There's so many things that's on my to-do list that requires me to pay money for it. So how many of you have to-do lists with 100 things that needs to be paid right now? Probably not 100, but at least 10 that needs to be paid right now. Yes, so if you have a list with things that need to be paid right now, that means that you have to be comfortable with money so the money can flow in your hands. In order to be able to flow out of your hands, it has to flow in your hands. But you don't want to only just pay bills. You want to make sure that you have enough money to be able to have disposable income and travel and send your children, to ballet and dance school and swimming, etc. Or buy shoes and luxury cars and whatever your thing is. So how we're going to get there? We talked about having a millionaire mindset, okay? Building that millionaire mindset, and I told you how to do that. What is the next thing? You have to learn how to invest like a pro, okay? So if you guys do not, and I'm going to switch my screen back over for you, but if you guys do not have our pen and paper, we're getting to the boats now, okay? So go ahead and grab your pen and paper because now we're going into tax liens. So this picture that you guys are looking at, that is a live auction that I just attended in March. You have to learn how to invest like a pro. When you go to invest in tax lien investing, you have very experienced investors there. You have investors like myself. We do not care that you are new. We are going to bid like a pro, regardless whether you know what you are doing or not. We are going to bid like a pro, okay? So you have to learn how to bid like a pro as well to make sure that you're able to win your bids. So I'm going to grab another sheet of paper and I'm going to send this back over there. Okay, and I'm going to make this bigger for you guys so you can see better, okay? Okay, I think you guys can see it. Okay, so tax lien investing. And I'm going to put tax sales because I understand that some of you are in states that only have deeds and not certificates, and that's okay. Tax sale investing. You guys can see this, right? So here you have your property. And you have a property value. Excuse my drawing, but you guys get the point. This is your property. You have a property value. Let's just put $200,000. Okay? Make sure you guys can see that. All of you can see that? Okay? Now you have taxes. We're going to put $sign for taxes. Taxes are due. Who are your taxes due to? They're going to be due to the government. Okay, so I'm just going to put a house, and I'm going to put government. Your taxes are going to be due to the government. There are about 1 million properties. The screen is too wide. Good now. Okay. There are about 1 million properties that go to the tax sale every single year. Why? Because people fail to pay their taxes. Okay? When you fail as a homeowner to pay your taxes that's due to the government by law, keep in mind, like I said, it's a legal procedure. By law, the government is able to sell your taxes. So now the government is going to have an auction similar to the last picture that I showed you guys. They're going to have an auction to sell. Auction to sell your taxes. Okay? Once they have that auction to sell your taxes, a person like myself, we're going to do stick figures. You guys know I'm a lawyer, not an artist. That's me. So, put a little hair there. An investor like myself is going to buy your taxes. when we buy the taxes, we're paying the government. Okay, we're paying the government their money right now. The government wants their money. So now that I purchased your taxes, we're at the options. I'm the bidder. I won. You're going to be given a time to redeem. Okay? If you do not redeem your taxes in that time period, the government is going to take your house and give it to me, essentially. Okay? They're going to give me a deed to your house. So right here, option bidder 1, I'm going to put a sheet of paper here. So this is a sheet of paper, actually. After I win, I get a tax lien certificate. For tax lien states, you get a certificate. You're now on a redemption period. If you do not redeem, the government take your house and give me a deed to your house, and I can foreclose on your house, and I own it. That is the process. That's the process that we're going to discuss today. This is how you're going to make your money. That's how you're going to become wealthy, okay? So 95 to 97% of people, you guys use the chat, okay? Use the chat so because I can see it. And the redemption period, it changes based on the county that you're in, okay? So it changes. Indiana is 120 days. Illinois is 2 years, 6 months if you're at the annual sale. So it does change it by county, okay? But this is the process that I just showed you. That is the process that we're going to be discussing today. So we're going to move this back over. Okay, so now that you know the process, we're going to talk about the difference between certificates and deeds. So, as I stated to you guys here, the government, this piece of paper, you get a certificate. This is a real life certificate that you guys are seeing on your screen right now. They actually have about, that's one of my certificates actually, and they have, oh, I blanked out the wrong address. Oh, well, but they have maybe 90 days to either redeem and give me my money with interest, or I get the house, which would be amazing because I want the house. So the difference between tax lien certificates and deeds is this. Tax lien certificates, you do not have any rights to the home. When you purchase a deed or a certificate, you do not have rights to the home at that time because they are going to be given a redemption period to redeem. If they redeem at that point, you will then get your money back. So whatever you pay for the certificate, so let's just say you paid $2,000 at the auction, you get your $2,000 back plus your interest, attorney fees, etc. Okay, any fees that you pay. Tax lien certificate, you have to wait the redemption period before you can move and to get a deed. You can petition the court to get a deed after the redemption period expires. So it takes longer to get your money, but for newer investors, it is an awesome way to get started because it's no risk. You literally get your money back or you get the house, okay? That's the tax lien certificate. A deed, when you have a deed, they don't have a redemption period. Some states have redeemable deeds, which means that it's similar to a tax lien certificate, and they are going to get them a redemption period. But other states do not have a redemption period. When you purchase that deed, you're skipping past this. You have a deed, you go to the court to petition it, you own that house, evict them, it's yours, okay? So that's going to be the difference. Depending on your state and your county or where you choose to invest, that will dictate whether or not you are purchasing a certificate or a deed. Deeds is fast money. So when we want fast money, or if you want fast money, what you do, you purchase tax deeds in a state that have tax deeds. You get the house, and we're going to show you at the end how to get the money quickly. For the tax certificates, some states, like I said, some counties, 120 days, Lake County, Indiana, Illinois, for the annual sale, is 2 years and 6 months for residential properties. Okay. Now, with this process, why is everyone caring about tax lien certificates and tax lien deeds? Why am I telling you guys this? Why should you do it? The reason why you should invest in tax lien certificates and deeds, this is not something new, okay? Investing in tax sales have been around for about 200 years at this point, but it's something that's been kept a secret by the rich and wealthy people. They are not putting their money in banks, only getting, 2 and 3% interest or the little returns that you get, and your 401k, etc. They are going to these tax options. They are getting huge returns on their money. With tax liens, depending on what county, what states, you can make a minimum of 16%, 18%, 24%, all the way up to 36% returns on your money, okay? In terms of where is the tax sales in Florida, they're all over. Every county, almost every county have a tax sale. And Florida do a lot of tax sales, okay? They do a lot of tax sales. They're all over. Literally is a Google search. But if you're not able to search it, I can assist you with that, of course, okay? So what do you guys have to do? You guys have your pen and paper. I want you to write these things down and or take a picture, please. The things that you have to do, the 5 mistakes you have to avoid making, because these are rookie mistakes. But even experienced investors make it, because you may be experienced in flips, but you aren't experienced in tax liens, okay? And when you're not experienced, these are mistakes that may be made, and I want you guys to avoid it. So if any of you make these mistakes, I know you fell asleep on this slide. So everyone's woke. Tell me you woke. Take a picture or write these things down. You have to understand the rules of the sale, okay? Excuse me. You have to understand the rules of the sales. With tax lien investing, it's per county, okay? Every county have different rules. In order to perfect your lien on a property, you must know the rules of that county, okay? You can make excellent returns. You will make excellent returns. Your money is 100% back and guaranteed by the government as long as you follow the rules, okay? Don't get carried away at the auction. The last auction I went to was in Lake County. People were overbidding on properties. They literally just got way too carried away at the auction, and it became a competition. There were people who, they did not want a property. No one would bid on it. The moment one person bid, everyone started bidding on that same property that no one wanted 5 minutes ago. Don't get carried away. If you put in your mind you're only going to spend $2,000, only spend $2,000 and nothing more. There are tax sales happening almost every single day in the United States. They happen in over 300 counties. So there is no shortage in where tax liens are available, okay? Make sure you could do complete due diligence before investing. You have to vet the properties. You have to know what you're investing in. Make sure that the neighborhood is good. Depending on your strategy, if you're trying to rent to, college students, well, why would you buy a property in a senior citizen zone? College students don't want to be there, or vice versa, okay? Or if you're purchasing properties in a crime neighborhood, but you wanted to flip it, well, you know that you cannot flip properties, or it's harder, I would say, to flip properties in a crime neighborhood. Perhaps you should have, if you wanted to flip, go to a nicer neighborhood. Pay a little more for your certificate, redeem, and flip, okay? Do not ever, this one is huge, do not ever, ever, ever bid blind, okay? You do not want to bid blind. Bidding blind means you did not do any due diligence. You have not seen this house. You have not seen this neighborhood. You have not vetted this property. You do not know the rules. You showed up at the auction because someone said it was fun and you saw my Facebook Live video. So you wanted to show up at the auction and you lost your money. Don't do that. That's foolishness. So how does it feel to have an opportunity to be able to get rid of your cash flow problems like quickly. Because with tax liens, as I stated, if you're getting a deed, that process is really quick. You're now just petitioning the court to foreclose. If you have a certificate, some counties are, like Lake County is 120 days, and you're able to, you know, petition the courts for a deed to that property, foreclose and flip it, rent it, etc. So how does it feel to be able to invest in tax liens and really be able to cash flow really quickly? That is true. Lady Boss Claudia, that is true, but it makes no sense because you can get stuck buying a property that way that you did not want. It's absolutely freeing. Being able to get more for your money, more bang for your buck, I think is absolutely freeing. Like I said, understand, I didn't make this up, y'all. This has been around for 200 years. We are just now letting everyone know about it because if the rich community is here, we should be here too. And I've been in the auctions and I know the demographics. So show me the money. We know the problem. Great, we got a lot of bills. We want our time back. We don't know what to do, etc. I told you about building that millionaire mindset. I talked to you about how to invest like a pro, okay? Now I'm gonna teach you how to get the money because we're all here because we want money, right? So if you want the money, let me know. Yes. So how do you turn your deeds into cash? Okay. That's what we're going to be talking about now. All money in. I love it. Where's the money? Yes, I love it. So now we're assuming that you did your due diligence. You vetted the property. You went to the tax auction. You won your bid. Great. Your redemption property. So you went through these steps already. Your due diligence, you're going to know the value of the property by doing your due diligence, okay? You found the property, neighborhood, search, the taxes they did not pay. The government now sold it at the auction. You were there. You won. Oh, it wasn't on there. You won the auction bid, okay? And now that you won the auction bid, they had that redemption period for tax lien states. They did not redeem. If they don't redeem, you now petition the court to get the deed. You did that. You have the deed. The house is yours. Okay. Multiple liens on the property. That's part of due diligence. You should know whether or not this property have multiple liens if you did your due diligence, okay? If you do not know that, you didn't do your due diligence and we have a problem. Because even when you, and I can go more in detail because I know we're on a time crunch here, but part of doing your due diligence is vetting your properties. You have to vet these properties, know if there's multiple liens. Keep in mind, during the redemption period, you do have to send a notice to everyone who have a lien on this property, okay? So if you don't know how to send out your notices, I recommend you hire an attorney to send your notices. But you have to send out your notices. This is why it's so important to know the rules of your county, because if you miss the rules, okay, of sending out the notices, you can't get to a deed. You won't get there. But if you do everything here correctly, you get the deed. And now you get to the money. So how do you get to the money? How do you turn your deed into cash? There's a couple ways that you can do this, okay? One, you can flip the property. Now you own this home. You're going to go in, you're going to rehab this home, you're going to put it back on the market, and you're going to flip it. Why is this important? What I'm going to tell you. You have to know your strategy when you did your due diligence, because if you want to flip, you cannot be in a bad neighborhood. You need to pick another neighborhood. You need to pick a home that's worth more than $50,000 to flip. Why? Because when you are flipping properties, many banks will not lend on properties that's lower than $30,000 to $50,000. So you want to avoid that issue by doing your due diligence, knowing your method or how you want to get rid of this property and turn it into cash. So that way you can do your due diligence and find a home with a higher property value, okay? You can rent the property. If you rent it, it doesn't really matter. You know, you go ahead, make your repairs that a rental unit would need. You rent it out, you cash flow it. Keep in mind, I never mentioned anything about having a mortgage on these properties. The properties you are purchasing will be debt-free. Debt-free meaning no mortgage, no debt, is yours. So if you paid $2,000 for it, you just got a house for $2,000. Now, if you hire an attorney, you have to pay your attorney fees, etc. You know, so add another $1,000, $1,500 into that. But other than that, you have a debt-free, no mortgage property for $2,000. How good does that sound, y'all? And this is all facts, by the way. Like I said, I didn't make this up. I'm just sharing it. Okay? Another thing you can do is sell it as is. For my wholesalers that are on here, you guys know I love wholesalers. So you can sell it as is. There are cash buyers. There are many cash buyers, okay, that are looking to flip, or they're looking to live in a house, or they're looking to sell it to an end cash buyer, which is a wholesaler, okay, that person in the middle. So if you don't want to do nothing, all you did was invest. You paid your $2,000, sent it to your attorney, you invest, and then when you invest, you now are going to sell the property as is because you don't want to do anything to it, anything with it. Now that you're selling this property as is, let's just say if the value was, we went with 200, but realistically, if the value is 200, you may pay $10,000 for the deed. So now you're at 190,000. I'm going to put 10 here. That's what you pay for the deed. But keep in mind, I'm going to show you some examples where you can pay a lot less. You have $190,000 equity. No mortgage, no debt, free and clear. So even if you sold this house for $150,000, because everyone want a deal, especially a cash buyer. So if you sold the property for, let's just say $100,000, right? Because I want to be fair. I'm assuming it need repairs, so you're leaving enough money in there for repairs. Most investors buy at 70% of after repair value. So this value may go up more, but we're just doing rough numbers, okay? Well, if you pay 10 and you sell it for 100, someone do the math for me. Of course, I know the math, but I want to see, make sure you guys are woke. How much money did you just profit? $90,000. Just so you know, that's not $90. We're talking about $90,000. Okay, you have the potential to make $90,000 for a $10,000 investment. This is happening in real life every single day. Every single day, this is happening. Now, if you was in a tax lien state and you had to wait, maybe you waited 120 days, maybe you waited 2 years, 6 months in Chicago or in Cook County, but $90,000 in 2 years? How many of you go to work right now today and you're going to work more than 120 days to make 90 grand? You're going to work more than 2 years to make $90,000, okay? Big banks, it's real money out here, you guys. But it's about that $1 million mindset. Remember, we spoke about that. You have to condition your mind to be able to know that this is facts. This is real. And I'm going to show you some scaled down ones as well, so you don't think that it's going to be all $90,000, because, of course, it won't be all $90,000. Another way you can turn it into cash, because we're talking about how to get to the cash. You guys know I like cash. Refi cash out. So if you wanted to keep this house and you was going to rent it out, etc., you're going to do a refi and you pull your equity out. Remember, you had $190,000 in equity. You're going to refi it at 70%, and you can pull out, what's 70% of $100,000? $70,000 cash. What could you do with $70,000 cash? All type of vacations and shoes and swimming classes, right? So I want to show you guys, buy more houses. Yes, invest it, reinvest is, important. Keep the money flowing in. Your cup runneth over. Keep the money flowing in. Absolutely. So I'm going to show you guys real results, okay? And like I said, I don't want to just show you an example of $90,000, because if you make $20,000, I want you to still be happy. Would you be happy with $20,000 in 120 days? Yes, awesome. So these are real results. These results are from the Lake County auction, okay? This home in this picture that you're seeing here is a single family home. I actually got out to see this home myself. The roof is pretty good. Someone is actually still living there, so we couldn't go inside the unit, but the roof is still good. The siding, pretty good unit overall, okay? That bid was won for $2,100. What does that mean? This property was assessed at $35,800. The Cook County Assessor's Office, the properties are typically assessed a lot lower because they haven't went in to see any repairs that's been done. They don't even know. So right now they're assessing it at $35,800, but depending on the repairs, this home could be worth more. Okay, and then if I make any repairs, it absolutely would be worth more. So think about it. 35.8, like I said, I'm a lawyer, not a math person, so y'all do the math for me. But $35,800 minus the $2,100 that was paid for it, that's a nice profit. So they have about 90 days, you know, to get their act together if they're going to redeem it. If they do redeem it, I won't get the house, but I will get all of my money back that I invested into this property, attorney fees, the bid amount, as well as my interest, okay? Here's another result. This house was amazing, okay? Roof was, I think we needed a new roof on here. I'm not really sure. This one, I did not win myself. I bid it on this, but I got outbid because I don't overbid of what I want to, and I had already purchased some other ones. But this property was assessed at $39,000. The bid was won for $2,400. Another home. You could rent this out. You can sell it. You know, you can do seller finance, so that way you don't have to do any repairs or maintenance. You do like a what do you call it, guys? Seller financing, where they do rent to own. Yeah, like a rent to own. They keep you from, that's like the trick, so you don't have to do any maintenance on the units. Remember, you don't have a mortgage on it, so you now charge them a mortgage or, you know, rent every single month, and you don't have to do any repairs because they're rent to own. This bid was won for $1,100, assessed at $33,400. The next house here, 39.4, bid won at $2,400. All of these just happened in March. These are real results, okay? So what we walked through today is literally teaching you guys how to turn your passion for real estate into a profit, okay? And once you have profit and you have money, that inherently allow you to have power over your life. So we're not saying power over other people, but power over your life. You're able to solve those problems. Remember, we talked about these problems at the beginning. We're gonna go back to our problems. At the beginning, we talked about our problems, okay? And our problems that we talked about was lack of education, money, no time, network, low return money, a low return on your money, cash flow, having fear. In order to get over these problems, you have to do something. I've showed you guys how to do that, okay? Obviously, I cannot go through the entire module that I have because it's not enough time for that. But what I would like to invite you guys to is invest to $1 million, okay? And it's a profit call. I'm gonna invite you guys to sign up for it, and I'm gonna put the link in the chat box shortly so everyone can see it. But let me drop the link now, and then I'll explain to you what it is. Let me see how to do this. All right. What is the website? Okay. So I just put the website there. I'm going to invite you guys to do a free call with me. Okay. So you get a 10-minute profit call. Okay. Now I want to be very upfront and honest. This call is not for everyone. Okay. I'm an attorney. I'm busy as ever. This call is not for everyone. This call in particular is for individuals who want to go from having that fear, having that lack of education, the network, and getting a low return on your money in no time. You want to go from having your problems, turn your problems into a profit. Okay? You want your passion, you want to have a passion for real estate. If you get on a call with me, you guys know, if you follow me on social media, I'm serious about my business. I'm serious about my time. So I do want to invite you guys to go ahead, click that link. For those of you who sign up for the call on the webinar, so you have to do it while we're still on this webinar tonight. For those of you who sign up on the call for the webinar, you're going to get a 10-minute profit call where we can discuss how to solve your problem, turn your passion for real estate into a profit, okay? So you can take power back over your life, okay? Now, if you sign up on the webinar tonight, and I'm gonna look, of course I'm gonna look, if you sign up while we're on the webinar tonight, what you would get is a bonus VIP call with me if you sign up today. So if you sign up and you get accepted into our program, because you're gonna get on a call to speak with me to see if it's worth it, because I do have a coaching class, but everyone cannot come to my coaching class. As you see, we have about 100 people on this webinar tonight. Not everyone can get accepted, unfortunately, but I will do the profit call with you. And if you get accepted into our coaching session, okay, cohort that's going to be getting started, then you will get a VIP call with me if you sign up today. That VIP call is going to be online. It's not in person, it's online. So this is available across the United States. So for my out-of-towners, this is for you as well. But you are going to get a VIP session where we literally go in detail of what's your problem. Let's solve this problem and turn it to profit. Because as you guys saw those real results, it's happening, okay? So go ahead. The link again is www.taxsaleprofit.com. It's going to take you to a calendar. You are then going to select the time that you're available, that you would like to speak with me. It's a 10-minute call, okay? If you schedule the call today, again, you get the VIP call with me. The whole purpose of doing the VIP call, we go from A to Z. As y'all see, I have 10 modules. That's part of the coaching program that I showed you guys. However, I can't do 10 calls on here right now, but this is what we will be going through. Again, finding your confidence so that unleash your fear, build your $1 million mindset, get into your passion, invest like a pro, sort your systems, strengthen your team, the legal training wheels. Of course, I'm a lawyer. I know the laws, and you guys are going to know them as well. Show me the money and get other people out your pockets. You want to get as many people out your pockets as well. You try to do it and it's not letting you. It should let you. Let's see. Latoya, congratulations. I see many of you are signing up. Ashley, Tasha, I'm looking forward to speaking with you. It's so many, so I won't call everyone out. Claudia, Cookie, it's so many of you. But once again, I can get you guys over that fear that you have, okay? I can get you past the not getting a lot of return or getting a low return on your money, not having the network. My network at this point is insane. I know everyone, to be honest. I say I don't know a lot of people until I realize I know so many people. lack of education, money. Those things, I can get you past these problems that fear getting started to getting you to invest in like a pro, turning your passion for real estate into a profit and taking power over your life, okay? But understand that for everyone who signs up, you are going to get an email from me because I'm aware, someone just texted me, I'm aware that the questionnaire, the application did not come up. Because we have so many people interested, like I said, we have over 100 people on this webinar tonight. Everyone will not get accepted, but I am going to review your application. So you guys, please check your email. Once I wrap up tonight, I'm going to look at some of these questions. But once I wrap up tonight, check your email. I'm going to send you an email with an application. It's 10 questions. Should take you literally about, 5 minutes, very brief little questions or what have you. And then we'll go ahead and schedule your call and you will be on the phone with myself. It's not going to be my assistant. It's going to be me. So I do ask for you to be serious. You are ready. Let me tell you who this call is not for. This call is not for the person who don't want to make money. If you don't want to make money, don't talk to me because I like to make money. And I'm going to encourage you to make money, okay? Don't even sign up for the call. It's called a profit call. We want to make profit. This call is not for the person who, yes, you have fear, but you're not even willing to get past your fear. It's no point, okay? This call is also not for the person who says, I don't want to invest any money. Why is it not for you if you don't want to invest any money? You think you're going to get a house with no money? Now, your money is 100% back. It's guaranteed. You can make interest all the way up to, 36%, in some states, in some counties, but you won't do it for free. It takes money to make money. If you want to be wealthy, it takes money to make money, okay? But for those of you, like I said, signed up tonight, I'm going to go over some questions before we wrap up this evening. I thank you guys so much for being here with me and spending your afternoon with me. Go ahead and sign up tonight. For those of you who sign up tonight, you will, as long as you get accepted into our program, you will have a VIP call. I charge $400 per hour for my time, okay? So you having a VIP call with me, probably an hour, hour and a half, because we like to talk, that could be real expensive, okay? So let me look at some of the questions that I have on here. I'm going to go over these questions. I will not keep you long. Let's see. I'm going to move this to the side, you guys. I know some people wanted it bigger, but. Okay, so we have a Q&A session. We also have throughout the chat. Let's see what we have here. If I answered your question throughout my presentation, I'm going to skip it if that's okay. Because, of course, I don't want to keep everyone too long here, okay? Marcus, thank you. You don't have to do that. No, that's fine. And are you referring to, or PM me outside of this, okay? Go ahead and DM me. Where can you find financing to buy? That's one of the modules that I teach, how you can find financing to be able to invest. That's kind of lengthy. We don't have time for that tonight, but that is one of the modules that I teach you how to get the money, right? So show me the money, but how do you get the money? That's one of the, let me put it back up here so you guys can see it, but that's one of the modules that we teach in the course. Analysis paralysis, what is the best resource to use to find tax lien / these options in different counties? You literally, okay, so part of the course, you're gonna have a vote, and I give that information to you, okay? But if you're looking for it on your own without being a part of the course, then you have to go to each county website to check it out. They don't have just one spot. Every county is different. You literally have to go to each county website. And then they have a couple, like auctioneer sites that you can go to, and they may have several counties. So if you're actually getting your money back, you're going to get it during the redemption period. That means that the person paid their taxes. So remember I said, and I'll read the question, how long after redemption period is over do you get your money back? So the answer to that is you get your money back if they redeem, meaning you don't get the house. So you get your money back if they redeem, or if they don't redeem, you get the property, right? Because by law, you didn't pay your taxes. We gave you time. Someone else purchased it. We gave you time to pay it back. You didn't. We're going to take your house to give to them for the money that you owe them, essentially, because your lien is first priority. But if you get your money back, it just depends on when that person paid their taxes. So if you are investing in Lake County, they only have 120 days to pay their taxes, okay? So they're going to go ahead and, you're going to get your money back within that 120 days. If you're investing in Cook County and it is the annual sale, they do have 2 years and 6 months. So at any point that they pay, then, they pay it to the government pay you back. Is how it works. Okay, let me go on this thread. You're welcome. You're welcome. Crystal question is the profit call for folks that have cash lined up for the auction right now? You don't have to have cash lined up to actually invest in an auction right now. If you're looking to learn the process, okay, and then after learning the process, maybe you want to invest in 2 months or 3 months, that's fine. However, if you're scratching your head and you're like, I don't know if I want to invest, right? Like you're still, you don't know, right? Now, it's one thing for you not to know, but you're willing to go through this training course for us to get to the bottom line, because we're going to help you to unleash your fears. We're going to help you to build your $1 million mindset and get into your passion. It's one thing to be at that point, but if you're not there, then you may be wasting your time, right? If you want to invest in something this year, then you want to get started with the education. Because remember, I told you, one of the rookie mistakes is not knowing what you're doing, right? So if you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to know how to vet that property, right? You're not going to know how to perfect your lien, etc. So you want to get some education first and then start investing. Yes. OV question is, will you help us determine which area town is best to invest? Area town, I do assist you with that because it's going to depend on your strategy. And then what percent interest do we get back? Yes, we have, a vault that give you the percent interest for all of the states. And don't ask for it because it's exclusive for my clients, coaching clients, which you can get if you become a coaching client, okay? Okay, so I am going to, did they allow you guys to do Saturday? Or was it Monday? For the people that asked me, I am going to open up Saturday. Tomorrow, we are not available with book for tomorrow, but I'm going to open up a couple appointments on Saturday. But I believe I opened them. So they may have already took it because there's so many of you registering right now. So if it says Monday, just make sure you're still interested on Monday. I'll give you a call. I'm looking for options right now. Awesome. Just signed up. Awesome. Awesome. So I think I get to everyone's questions. They're kind of throughout the spread. Tax lien attorney. You should have an attorney that, not only do they typically do real estate transactions as well, but they're a tax sale attorney. They should know the rules. Okay, guys, so I think I made it to everyone's questions. I am going to do a quick glance here. Give me 1 second. I'm doing a quick glance. Keisha, you have to pay the sheriff to evict if property is still occupied for tax deeds. Depending on what county, if you're referring to Cook County, yes, they need to still go through a regular eviction process. But the good thing is, I have time, right? So if I have I put it down now, but if I got $190,000, we can evict you. It take 2 months. Or you can get them cash for keys. Get them a couple $1,000s. You got enough money. And they'll get out most times. Help them find a new house to be helpful. How much interest can you put on tax lien certificates? It totally depends on the county that you're investing in, okay? Will you lose your money if the person pays their taxes to the government? No, no, no. So remember, 100% backed by the government. You do not lose your money at all, unless you did something wrong. But if you guys are going through this process, you're not going to do anything wrong, okay? You do not lose your money. It's 100% backed by the government, meaning either you get all of your money back plus interest. So if they pay back their taxes to the government is going to send you a check plus your interest. So you get all of your money back. If they fail to pay back their taxes, then you are going to get the house. Okay, Awesome, guys. I just saw one last question. I'm going to take this last question, and then we are going to be done. When is the deadline? Is it the same process? No, the process, the process is different, okay? So the process for Cook County and Lake County is totally different. The deadline for Lake County, let me look at it. I know the deadline for Cook County was on the 23rd. I don't want to lie about for Lake County because there's so many that I deal with each day, but PM me, or no, don't PM me because you guys everyone will PM me tonight. So please don't PM me. I'm going to sleep, okay? No, I'm actually going down to my office, to be honest. I'm going back to work. I have more work to do. Someone missed the whole webinar. Shame on you. Who's that? They want to be anonymous. Don't be anonymous. You missed the whole webinar, but you're here. So that's awesome. I'm glad that you stopped by. Hopefully you did hear some questions. All right, guys, once again, like I stated, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I am attorney Charmaine Robinson. I am a real estate attorney as well as a real estate investor. You guys already know the disclaimer that this is not legal advice. This is, I am not acting in a role of an attorney. If any of you do need legal advice, please hire an attorney to assist you, okay? We're going over the investing side of the deal, how to invest in the deal, okay? I have two more, what is this? 2 more chats? You guys want to let me go to sleep, huh? Let's see. Oh, thank you. Awesome, awesome. So how do you sign up? The way that you sign up, I am going to put the link one more time here. It's taxsoprofit.com. Remember, for everyone who signs up on this call, if you get accepted into the program, you do get a free strategy profit call with me, VIP session with me. VIP sessions are dope. Like I said, I'm taking you from A to Z, get your business in order. I will not be offering that to everyone, so everyone will not get a VIP session because I don't have enough time for everyone, right? But for you guys who stay here with me tonight, I greatly appreciate you being here tonight. Once again, like I said, there's a way to turn your passion for real estate into a profit. There's a way to get past your problems, and I can help you to do that. So many of you signed up. I thank you so much. I see all of your emails. Go ahead, check your email. If you signed up, I am going to send you an email to complete the application. Here's the thing. If you don't complete the application, you won't get a call. So you have to complete the application. It's literally only 5 minutes, okay? It's gonna be 5 minutes, 5 minutes at the 5-10 minutes at the most if you're a slow typer, but it's very simple questions. Go ahead, complete that, so that way I will have the data and I can review it, because as I stated, we have over 100 people on this webinar right now, okay? So that's our way of making sure you're serious, because if you're not serious, the investing in tax liens, as you guys see, is about following rules. So if you can't do the application, you won't be successful in getting a tax deed. And I particularly only want to work with people who are serious and want to get to the cash, because y'all know me. I want to get to the money. So once again, thank you so much for being here. Good night. I actually have to go to my office downtown Chicago. So I will be working late. but I am going to send you guys an email. So if you signed up tonight, look, give me about 15 minutes. It's a lot of you that signed up tonight. So within the next hour, just to be fair, give me an hour. I am going to send you an email with the link to the application. I need everyone to fill out the application. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to put the link here. For those of you that's still on here, I hope you're still here with me. I do understand some people may have hopped off already. If you're still on here, give me 1 second. I'm going to put the link here and then send you an email. You know what? No, if I got to send the emails, I'll just send the emails to you guys. So thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I have not gotten the email for the application. That's because I'm still talking Josiah, but you will get it very shortly. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. As always, for your friends that could not attend, they missed the treat, but I enjoy you guys. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Take care.